My name is Daniela Truffer. I am member of the human rights advocacy group Zwischengeschlecht.org. We are fighting against genital mutilations on children, and today we were in front of the UCH, or Education Center, where they showed a live surgery.
I think it was performed at the Great Ormond Street Hospital for Children, and it was televised to the Houston Road where we were today at the University College Education Center, where the participants then could watch the surgeries and got refreshments provided, which were included in the admission fee.
Children who are born with so-called atypical genitalia, they must undergo surgery to make them look more female or more male. We are against this surgery. We think that these surgeries are a gross violation of the human rights, the right of bodily integrity. We had 3 vigils to commemorate the victims of this practice and to show that we are against these genital mutilations in children's clinics. I was born with atypical genitalia myself. I have male chromosomes. I had testes in my abdomen and ambiguous genital. That means that the doctors didn't know if I was a girl or a boy. When I was very little, they castrated me. They removed the testes at the age of 7. They shortened my micropenis to make me look more like a girl. When I recall my childhood and youth, the feelings I have are fear, pain, anger. Not so much. I hate it, but most of the time I felt ashamed, and I had this feeling of disgust. I didn't feel right. I got the impression from the adults that I am a freak, a monster, that they had to cut off my genitals because I'm not right, I'm not okay. My parents were lied to as well. They didn't know what's going on. The doctors kept their secret. It was very painful for all the family. It had a large impact on our life as a family as well. I lived almost 40 years hidden, didn't talk to anybody. I had nobody to talk to. I didn't know what's going on. I found out very late that I'm not the only one, although I was told that I'm a very rare case. It's about 10 years that I came out of my hole. I met other intersex people, and I thought that I cannot continue to live like nothing had happened. And yes, I've been doing this like here in London for 4 years now. I couldn't do it without the support of my friend, especially, and it's very hard for me sometimes to do this, to show me after almost 40 years of hiding. It's necessary to say what's going on in children's clinics, that genital mutilation is also done in our Western countries.
I was born with testes, but not completely virilized. The treatment, what they did with me, was very experimental. They tried to put the urethra into the genital. That was failed, and I could not pee with a boy, like a boy. But that was no problem for the other children. It was a big problem for my parents and for the other adults. Later, as my breast began to grow, they tried to treat me with testosterone. The results was not so like doctors and parents wanted, and they did the dose make higher and higher without the wanted results, until I verweigerte. And
Refuse.
Until I refused it. A few years later, I did read a book from John Money, an American sexual psychologist, and he said what happened with people with me, they had learned from the failed experiments with people with me, and they do it better because I have learned. I believed it in this time until I knew other intersex peoples younger than me, for example Daniela and some other, and I learned that it was a lie. That is the reason that I say, do not believe sexual medicine, do not believe sexual psychology. We must believe in yourself, in ourselves. And that today they look how to make it cosmetical better, to look at operations by life surgery. It is a scandal. They know that is not good for us. That is only good for the doctors and maybe good for the parents, but I don't believe that it is really good for the parents.